War Doctor here from Time Lords Guild. Oh, scratching my back. Starting out good already. Scratching my back. And here it is, another video in our help video series. And for our guild and anybody else who's been watching them, I hope you're getting something out of them. We're going to go over making daily guild activity points. And was a hot spot in our guild for a little while there. We actually had people in our guild that are not here no more that just used to amaze me, would be in here and they would be raiding raids and not making any guild activity points and then asking how to make them. I mean, I'm not going to make fun of anybody, and I really don't want to. I mean, we need to understand the game, but I mean, yeah, you could make some of them even not knowing how to do them. So, but with this video, we're going to go over how to do them and why they're important and all that good stuff there. So let me get right into it. Today, you're going to bring it back up. Today, I purposely went the free-to-play route. I'm a VIP 12 as well as companion, so I have some extra benefits in the game being a VIP 12 that allows me to make more daily activity points than other people would, as being free to play or very low VIP. So but I'm going to go over it from a free to play point of view on how to make guild activity points. And first, where to find them at. Okay, your guild activity points is that I have the screen open. The guild activity points, as I'm circling with the cursor of the mouse, is on the guild. You go in there, upper right corner, you'll see a number. Mine says 68,579. And that is where your guild activity points are if you belong to a guild. If you're not in a guild or you don't own a guild, then you will not have them. So, since you have them up there, you click on it and you hold it down with your finger or, with the mouse. And as right now it's saying I contribute 348 of 1,000. And right now on the game, on Heroes Charge, you can contribute up to 1,000 guild points or 1,000 points to the guild a day. Okay, and I will get into if you can contribute more, and if you do, where do they go, what are they for, but not right this second. So right now we're just going over the basics, and that is where to find them at and why they're so important. When you're in a guild, the reason why they're important is because they help keep the raids open, the guild raids. When you're in a guild, you have this down here in the lower left corner called the guild shop. Okay, when you click on it, you go into the guild shop. You have coins up here. Mine says 31,143. You like them guild coins because they get you special hero soul stones that are not available at any other spots in the game as I'm scrolling down. And in some cases, gear. I do not recommend, like other parts of the game I told you, I do not recommend you spending your guild coins on gear unless you absolutely have to, or unless you have so much and you could afford to just give some away or use some, then you could, spend it on some gear. But they should be focused on the heroes in the shop and keeping the raids open so you can get more guild coins. So now I hope you understand that with the quick overview and where to find them. Again, in this corner, I'm sitting at 348 of 1,000. Now, how to get them and how to make them. Okay, what I mean by getting them is how you get them is through your stamina. Stamina is here at the upper and middle of the board. Mine is sitting at 68 of 163. Again, I said that I was playing for the free-to-play player. That means that when you're a free-to-play player, low VIP, you have stamina boost during the day, okay, and you get them at 3 times a day. Everybody gets them at 3 times a day. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so mine will be different than everybody else's that's playing on different areas of the world, except, of course, if you're on Eastern Standard Time, it'll be the same. So, excuse me. Mine that I get, it comes at 12 o'clock noon, comes at 6 p.m., and it also comes at 9 p.m. 3 times a day. I get 60 points of a free stamina or a stamina boost that helps me to be able to do what I need to do with the stamina. Now, what does the stamina do? That's a good question, and I'm going to cover that for you. What the stamina does is that you can do several things with it. First, you go into your campaign, and what the stamina does is that in the campaign, it allows you to be able to do your normal boards. Like you see, mine is up right now at level 19, and I only have 1 star on Enchantress. So if I was to go in and do Enchantress, it'll cost me 14 stamina. See the little lightning bolt, 14 stamina, and I have to go through the board and complete it. You want to try to complete any board that you can in the campaign with 3 stars. That way you can go back and just quote unquote raid all 3 stars, or raid all 3 raid for all 3 of them to get what you need to get. So with that said, I'm sorry, get the 3 stars. I apologize for that. Get the 3 stars that you need, and then after that, with the 3 stars, you can raid freely and get as much as you need to get, which was covered in another section, another video I did. If you go look at it, which is rating for gear fragment, tips on rating for gear fragment, and gear for heroes gear and gear fragment. So I apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself and starting to stutter. I don't want to. I'm trying to cover a lot quickly, and I don't want this video to run on and on, so, because this is a pretty fairly easy video, and it's pretty fairly easy to understand, so. And also, in that campaign as well, you have the elite boards, which, I think I went over that, is in another video as well. With rating for the gear is that when you do the elite boards, you get 3 of 3. Chances for the day, and then after that you need to spend gems, or you need to open up, but that's another topic for another story. But that is what you could use your stamina for. And you notice that while I'm in this one, which is for Dungeon Keeper, you see there's 24 stamina that you need to do for that board. So it varies, but not much. But normal is half of what elite is, or elite is double the amount of normal for what you need in stamina to go do the board or to raid the board, which I explained in another video. I'm not going to explain raiding. So now, excuse me, now going back to what we need the guild activity points for. Now you have your raid instances or your guild rating, which I just explained was for the guild shop, and so you can get guild points for that. Every player can contribute up to 1,000 points per day, and as a free-to-play player, you probably cannot put 1,000 points in, but every little bit that you do does help, and does help the guild. So that's why it's important that you put up as much as you can in a 24-hour period. You get them free bonuses, which is 180, free stamina bonuses, plus it counts as you go and you touch the plus sign. Oh, sorry. I apologize. If you hold down on, not the plus sign, if you hold down the numbers, it shows you see it's counting for me. It tells me to be full in 9 hours, interval is 6 minutes, and I have more than 5 minutes. So it does fill up as you're not playing the game. And where I'm at right now is 69 of 163 stamina points for my level and all that good stuff. So now I'm not going to go on and on. Basically, I have yet to claim my bonus, so I'm going to do that, which is in the daily events. See, 60 stamina, and it tells you, where respectively where your area is. For me, it's 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., so I'm going to claim that. I got 60 more stamina points now. So that gives me 129 of 163. Now, also, when you go back into the guild shop, you have the admirations, which you could admire somebody that is a higher level than you. And you see I have some people that I can admire. When you click on admire, I'm going to start with speed. I believe everybody gets 2 admirations, maybe 1. I'm pretty sure it's 2. I mean, again, you have to check your skill level. You're free, what your skill level allows you to collect in admirations. I happen to get 3 of them. And in your admiration, when you click on it, you'll have 3 choices. You have free, which you can gain 20, or you have one where you can pay 40,000 coins for 35, and you have the gems, which you can get 120 for 180 gems. As I said in the past videos, I'm going to say it in this one, is that I do not recommend you spending gems on anything unless you absolutely have to. Gems are precious in this game, unless you can spend freely and oftenly, and get as many gens as you like, then you're more than welcome. I just recommend it. I suggest it. You don't have to listen to me. And just like I said in other videos, and I'm going to say it now, is that this is just a way of doing it. It's not the way. It's not the right way, the wrong way. It's just a way of doing the game, and other people have other takes on it or angles. So, I mean, this is pretty straightforward what we're doing. But the most important thing of why we need to do this is because at this point, some activities in the guild is a team activity. This is a team function as a team. In this guild, the Time Wars Guild, you will hear myself and quite a few of the other leaders talk about this guild as a team. We act as a team. I prefer we act as a team. I tell us to act as a team. I want us to act as a team and a unit. And one of the ways we do that is helping each other put guild activity points up so that we could all benefit from being able to open the raids. Again, I'm going back to the guild raids. If you've not been on guild raids, the guild raids are simply this. I'll open one up real quick, and it's going to be really, really quick. Oh, sorry, wrong one. And back into the campaign again, guild raid. And what the guild raid does is actively on this one, Nympha C on 18. When you go in there, look, you see you can get pieces of gear that you need, and you as a group collectively attack an enemy or a boss, and you get these pieces dropped, and you can apply for loot, which sees it right there. You see it shows you, who's in queue, details. I mean, I'm just clicking through this real quick, but this is why it's important as a team we keep these open. And it also, when you're done for the day, you also get, in my case, I get 360 of them. Most standard players, low VIP, no VIP, get 240 guild coins for the day. So that is why it's important to convert this stamina into guild activity points to keep the raids open, so that we can keep raids open and do what we need to do with the guild rating. In this guild, we have many different levels. We have people growing at all different rates, all different levels. So even more so in this guild, we have to keep different level raids open so that everybody has a chance to grow and collect guild coins, and the guild coins convert into soul stones or other things for your heroes. And basically, I gave you the overview in a nutshell, and that's pretty straightforward. So I have 129 of 163. I'm going to go back into the guild. I'm going to do my admirations, which is going to be free today for me. I usually do the 40,000, but we're doing the pay-to-play guy angle, which is nothing wrong because this guild is casual, semi-casual. So you're more than welcome to do your free-to-play. It's on the website. We do not want anybody to pay money if they don't have to. We appreciate the ones that do the 1,000 of 1,000 for the day, but you're more than welcome to do the free-to-play player in this guild, and that's fine. So now with all that and my bonus and what I collected, I have 169 of 163, which I'm a little bit over, and when it hits the orange, yellow, you stop counting up. So couple tips here before I go on is that you want to try to keep that counting all the time. You don't want it to hit orange and let it stop, because then you lose out on getting more stamina and spending more stamina to make activity points. And you just want to keep it going, especially if you're free to play. You need to just spend as much activity, you must get as much activity points as you can. Now the next thing is that up in the right hand corner where it says War Doctor for me, I'm a VIP 12, but in that corner, everybody, no matter who you are, you click on your account and you see that up here my team level is 103, my team experience is 46,757 of 135,771, which I need to go to level 104. So now, if you were to do 1,000 of 1,000 for the day, okay, that 1,000 of 1,000 you see already goes into the guild. It goes into the guild. Activity points. Clicking on it real quick again. See, I'm at 348 of 1,000. Anything past that 1,000 will start automatically going right over here to add to my team experience, which if you don't understand, you will now, that at that team experience, as you add to it, that will get you ready for the next level, to bring yourself up to the next level. So anything after the 1,000 will directly go to that area and directly add to that team experience for you to be able to level up. So with all that said, I mean, again, everything's pretty straightforward. And the importance, again, is to stress the importance is so that we can keep the raids open as a guild, so you benefit from it to be able to get the guild coins and the loot from the guild raid, the guild raid wars, and you help your guild mates get the coins and the loot from the guild raids. So, and now let me go ahead and do a few things and show you how to use your stamina and what it's going to translate into. Again, for the last time, I'm going to say is that I did the free-to-play move for the day. So right now I'm sitting at 343 of 1,000. And now I am going to add to that by going into my campaign. Again, several ways. I could use the normal, and I could go ahead and go do a board. Which, if I pick a board, say mountain, okay, and you see it says raid up there, raid 10 times. I had another video where we talk about raiding and raiding to be able to do your gear, and that's fine. So you could do a board right now, and then if I elect to go do it, which I hit that, you know, it tells me to select my heroes, and I send them out, okay? When I do that, it's going to take away from some of the stamina up here, and it's going to take away 12 stamina. And, you know, then you go and do the board. Now you want to try to get through the board without, you know, retreating. If you retreat, you're going to lose 1 stamina point. If you die or fail, you're going to lose the amount of stamina that you put into the board. So your daily will fluctuate at 1,000. Your daily will fluctuate at 1,000. Your daily will fluctuate at 1,000 if you're free to play. If you're over free to play VIP like I am, you probably will hit 1,000, and then it'll go up and what's it called? It'll go up to you know, more than that and add to your team experience. So I apologize. I had one of my family members come into the house, so let me just move on with the video. If you elect to do, you know, if you elect to do the elite, that's fine. Most likely, you're going to do your normal campaign or your elite campaign. Then you're going to go in and raid like I showed you earlier in another video. So how that's going to work is I'm going to raid for a piece of gear that I need now, which again, it's in a video which it was raiding for hero fragments and gear. So go look at that video to understand that. But on this level, what we're going to do is I'm going to pick a gear out of Cleric. You see I have them up, and then I'm going to go for the Relic of Hades. Now, when I go to raid for this, okay, on a broken ship, the stamina is 12. Now, if I raid, let's make it an even number. So, if I raid for 10, which I know in another video I told you to raid 7, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to do this for time's sake. If I raid 10 at 12 stamina, that means I'm going to add 120 stamina points to that guild activity points. That is how you convert stamina into the guild activity points. So now let me go ahead and raid 10. Okay, now mind you, we were sitting at 340. We were sitting at 348 of 1,000. Now let's see if the math is correct. And this is how I understand it, and this is how it was shown to me. And let's see if the math's correct. So I'm going to hit raid 10. And now, after it's done rating 10, we're going to go back in and look and see if, with the trusty calculator, if that's what we did. So now, we're going to go back over into the guild, and we're going to pull it up, and now it says 468 of 1,000. So now, if we pull up the calculator, let's see if we were right, and we do 348 plus 120 will equal, there's your 468, and there's your 468. So that is how you add your guild activity points from your stamina. It translates from whatever you're raiding or whatever boards you're doing. In the campaign, if you were to go in and do one of these boards. I'm on 19. Just say I was to do one of them. See stamina 14 if I was going in one, and I complete the board 3 stars, 1 stars, no matter what. That's 14 more points that's added to the overall guild activity points until you reach 1,000. And then it's pretty straightforward after that. I don't need to keep going on and on. You can sit here and watch me do it. I'm not going to sit here and waste more time just having you watch do it. But that's how you translate your stamina into guild activity points. So remember, you want to try to get the bonuses 3 times a day. And then you want to try to, go over the 1,000 mark if you can. We're going to do the math. I believe we did the math on the website. I believe that it's $22,275 for a free-to-play player on 7 days. That's 7 days. A free-to-play player is able to put up 2,275 points every day if he just does the free-to-play, collect the bonuses, and just raid, or does his, his normal campaigning, or however he does it. And then, I mean, we allow as low as 1,500 in the guild. So 1,500 in 7 days. And that allows you to raid, the boards and be a part of the guild raid. So I hope you found this informative. I hope it helps you out. And I don't want to say I expect to. I really hope to see that now that our guild understands how to make activity points for the guild, that we see our activity points go up and that we're able to open more raids quicker. And I just would like to see more raids opened quicker and just more points being made so that we could all raid and all benefit from working as a team guild here and getting it done. So thank you, and again, hope you learned something, and that's about it. Till the next video.